Okay, today is Wednesday, April 2nd, 2025. Just leaving Brandywine Airport, KOQN. We had a ground lesson today. It was a little windy. Not doing it. But on our way out the door, we were just talking about how I was saying, like, yeah, I remember when I first got the map, you know what I mean, the aviation map, and I was looking at the airspace, and I was like thinking to myself, I'm never gonna freaking learn this at all. There's no way I can learn this. It just seemed like so complicated. And turns out I learned it. YouTube was my biggest friend. Not all YouTube channels were great, but there's one that I think was the best. Hold on a sec. Who was it? Damn, I should have had this ready. Oh. Loves to Fly, and the number 2 is 2. Loves to Fly YouTube channel. And the title of the thing is FAA airspace for VFR flight. This is what it's going to look like. I don't even know if that makes sense. That's what it's going to look like. That Loves to Fly, by far, I watched this video 10,000 times. Not even kidding. And it was the best video that helped me learn the airspace. I think it really sunk in for me, and I would recommend that to everybody for airspace. Best in the world. They did well. I can't. It would be kind of almost pointless for me to even do a video on it unless I did exactly what they did, because it helped me so much. So I'll leave it a be for now. Airspace, that was tough. And air speeds, so let me step back. In high school, in school in general, I hated school. I hated it. I sucked at it. I didn't want to be there. Period. Full stop. Hated it. It wasn't for me. As soon as I got into high school, I was able to do VOTech. I was in the HVAC class. Loved it. But I was like, I couldn't study. I didn't know how to study. I just didn't care. I didn't like it. I don't care about Washington crossing the Delaware River. Well, what does that have to do with me? Nothing. Anyway, digress. Flashcards. I went to Staples, and so I'm like, all right, let me try flashcards, because actually what I was trying to memorize was like 8 or 9 things for FAR part 91.125, 91 buck and a quarter. That's how I remember it. And that's light gun signals. Light gun signals. Stupid, easy freaking thing, but I could not get it down. Solid green, you know what I mean? Okay, clear to take off on the ground. In the air, it means clear to land. Whatever. I couldn't get it. I just kept forgetting. So I did. Actually, I have it right here. Let me see. just did that. And I wrote like steady green, and on the back, just did it for me. Plus trying to make what do you call them? I don't know if you can see that. Anyways, so steady green on the ground, clear for takeoff, in the air, clear to land. And then so what I did was like one of them is red and green. So if you see a red and green light, and this doesn't matter if you're in the air or on the ground, I remembered it by saying red and green, exercise extreme, caution. Red and green, exercise extreme. And that's for in the air, on the ground, doesn't matter. You know? So that's another aid. Use flashcards and try and get some kind of rhyme or put it into a math problem if you can. For air speeds, because the V speeds, you know, after for a PA-28 161, which is a Piper Warrior, you know, I did the same thing. I would write VFE, flaps extended, on one side. On the back, I would just do 44K IAS, knots, indicated airspeed. It's always knots, indicated airspeed. What do you call it? And then I did the same thing with VS1, you know, that's clean configuration, stall speed and clean configuration, 50 knots. VR, rotate, 55 knots, but unless you use, unless you're using 25 degrees of flaps, what's then the rotate is 55, 52 knots. And you know, it took me a while. I mean, I'll be sitting at a light or sitting having lunch at work, and I would just do it front and back, and then I would just do back to front. So I would just look at the numbers and then be like, okay, that's VSO, VX, VY, VNE, you know, VR, all the V speeds for my aircraft, and I got it down. So I'm pretty good. Now there's like one or two that sometimes I screw up a little bit. But that's all right. It's all right. That's why I got the flashcards. I just keep going until somebody could just spit it out and I'll know. You know what I mean? I'll recite the speed or what it is, what the number means. You know. So until you know front and back, literally. Then I move on. So I got my my stage check with the boss. Supposed to be for Saturday. This Saturday coming up. I pray that it works out, because it's really a pain in the butt. I'm like, well, what do I need to study for? Like, you know, because I was doing all these air speeds, because I'm like, that prick's gonna freaking ask me at airspeed. He's gonna yell at me because I don't know. Not that I know if he's gonna yell or not, but and then, you know, so that's why I'm like, I need to know all this stuff. You kind of need to know it anyway, so it wasn't a waste of time at all. So I got the airspeeds down. I get to check with a stage check coming up Saturday, God willing, weather's good. I shoot up with him. We do a little ground talking, like pre-flight. Then we go fly over by Limerick. That's kind of our area, and I just gotta not screw it up, and you know, do the right procedures on the way back. Because talking on the radio, coming back, or going to different airports, I still get screwed up. I suck. I'm stupid. I just can't picture it yet, like completely and wholly. So, and I'll get it. I'll just start practicing all the local airports, and, you know, pretending. And chair flying helps too with procedures. So, anyways, flashcards are a big help. I don't know, I think you could probably buy them, but I don't know what's on them. So I'm kind of just doing my own and tailoring them to what I need to learn. So she said one of the just acronyms is like I'm safe and PAVE. She's like, he's really big on that. So now I'm like, okay, so I better study that, because I put like zero time in on memorizing them acronyms, because I'm like, I'm self-employed, so I'm a safe kind of, I try to do things safe anyway, like at work and all. You know what I'm saying? So with the airplane shit, like, you really got to be safe. You can't like fuck up. I mean, you can't just do stupid, crazy kamikaze shit. So now I gotta memorize those acronyms. I don't know. Like, I'm safe is supposed to be like stressors, and I don't even know it. I gotta make some flashcards, and I'll have it memorized by, what's today's, Wednesday? I'll probably have it memorized. I have to have it memorized by Saturday, so I got a couple days to get that down. But it's only like 2 acronyms with a couple things in it, so I should be alright. Anyways, that's all. Just wanted to talk about what's on my mind today. It sucks that I can't record my journey, specifically the flying part of it. It's a shame, because that's how I learn. Like, I'm a critic of myself, so I'll go back and watch the flight over and over and over. Okay, because I'll remember it. I did the flight. I'll remember why I didn't pull back so much, or I pulled too much, or, you know, I can picture the scenario, and that's how I learn. So it sucks not being able to record that stuff, or talking on the radio. Still a weak point. It's everybody's weak point. Mostly everybody, I would like to imagine. Talking on the radio, dude, that's like, everybody hears it. The other night, this was it last week? My first 2 night flights, which was awesome. I called my brother up afterwards, and he was like, yeah. I was like, dude, I just finished my night flight. He's like, I know. He was like, I was listening to your radio calls, because you could do it over the internet. And he was like, I was watching you on the flight app or whatever. He was like, I'm like, did I sound all right? He's like, nah, you sounded good. So that shot my confidence up a little bit, you know what I mean? Not too much, but just enough, like, okay, it sounded good at least. You don't want to be talking like a dodo bird and everybody knows you're new, you know what I mean? It just, I don't know, it sucks. Anyways, that's it for now. Stop recording.